Losing weight for me has been like trying to get blue eyes when my eyes are brown. I can lose the weight and feel good for a short time, but then boom, it comes back. That realization hits me like grief because this isn't just about food or discipline. This is loss. It's the loss of the story I was handed. The story that said, one day, if you do it right, you'll finally be done. You will arrive. You will be free. You will stay there. I realize that may never happen. So I am grieving the fantasy of someday I'll be fixed. The years I've spent chasing a finish line that keeps moving. The exhaustion of always managing myself. The hope that thinness would finally equal safety. The belief that my body could become something else permanently. It's like mourning an alternate life. The brown eyes metaphor hurts because it fits. It's like I can change things temporarily, but I cannot erase what my body was made to be and how it functions. And that honesty hurts. It forces me to ask the question, what have I been fighting for all these years? I'm not grieving fat. I grieve the decades of constant struggle, like swimming upstream year after year, never reaching the promised land. My eyes have been opened that my body is God's design for a purpose. I'm grieving the promise that if I could just shrink enough, I'd finally be able to relax. And losing that promise is heartbreaking. What I wanted was to stop being judged, to stop judging myself, to stop thinking about my body, to feel chosen, to feel safe, to rest. Today, what I feel underneath it all is sadness. Not sharp anger, but the softer ache of, I wanted it to be different. Sadness is what shows up when I finally stop fighting long enough to feel what's underneath. I tried. I hoped. I believed the rules. And for little stretches of time, I tasted relief. Maybe I did it. Maybe this is it. And then my body did what bodies do. It came back, rebounded. That rise and fall has exhausted me in a way people don't understand unless they've lived it. This sadness isn't about failure. It's about longing. It's about the part of me that believed if I can just get this right, I'll be okay. And now I realize I might have to be okay even if it never gets solved. That's a painful thought. Reminds me of a song I recently heard that truly fits here. I'd rather hurt you honestly than mislead you with a lie. If I could cry, my tears would be saying, I'm so tired. I wanted ease. I wanted to belong. I wanted to feel safe in the world. Again, losing weight for me has been like trying to get blue eyes when my eyes are brown. I can lose the weight. I can do it. And for a little while, I feel good. And then, boom, it comes back. And it hits me like, oh, this is my default setting. Like brown eyes. This is just what my body does. And I hate that because I spent so many years thinking, no, I can fix it, I can beat it, I can get it right. And now I know maybe this isn't something I can permanently win. Maybe my body just returns to its default setting. And that's grief. That's not just frustration, that's sadness. Because it's like losing the dream that one day I'll be done with this. Like one day I'll wake up and not have to think about my body anymore. I wanted that. I wanted that finish line. I wanted the relief. I wanted to stop managing myself all the time. And I'm tired. It's not even about being fat. I am fat. I am angry. No, I have fat. Or I have anger. It's about the struggle of constant self-recrimination and self-rejection. It's about fighting myself for decades, constantly thinking, if I could just be smaller and take up less space, I could finally relax. That's not coming. There's a pain I've been avoiding every time I start over, only to miss the prize again. What if I'm aiming at the wrong target? It makes me sad in a very deep place. Like, I want to be different. I want ease. I want to feel normal. I want to rest. And instead, it's this cycle. Hope, effort, success. Then my body pulls back. Over and over. So yeah, I'm sad. Not because I failed, because I'm mourning something. I'm mourning the idea that I could change my whole nature permanently. And I don't know what comes after that yet. I just know I'm tired. And I'm allowed to be sad. My brown eyes will never be blue. And that's the way God made me. And I think this is the same. I can fight my body for a while. I can lose weight for a while. But my body has a default. It returns. And maybe that isn't a moral failure. Maybe it's just accepting what is. And maybe God's answer has been no all along. And I just refuse to accept it. What if it's not about the food, and it's never about the food, and managing the food is yet another distraction from finding God? Have I been hating myself for something that might be as built-in as eye color? I'm grieving it. I'm letting go of the fantasy that I'm going to become someone else. I believe that God did not make a mistake when He made me exactly as I am. Brown eyes, this body, this life. My search for God who sees me has become learning without ceasing and no longer requires Herculean effort to find or maintain. It has become second nature, effortless. A program and a plan of eating is not the last house on the block, but it is right next to the last one. The last one being God-Reliant.